Good morning, Mr. Edi. My name is Tiiva and my teammates are Puvi Saravanan, Logi Sangar, Tanjachi, and Kavita Ramesh. So today we are going to present about our final project for digital multimedia. Next slide. Okay. So the first one we are going to explain about the introduction, and the second one we are going to explain about the problem statement, and the third one we are going to present about the objective of this project. The next we are going to explain about the project development model, multimedia element, design experience, and next slide please. And we are also going to explain about the cost planning, and also finally we are going to explain about the conclusion too. So that's it. Me. Next slide, please.
Okay, thank you, Tiiva. I'm James, and sorry, sir, because I cannot open my camera because of my internet problems. So now our presentations will go first with the project year credit. Therefore, interesting storybook through animations, which is around the topic science. Okay, next, please. Next. Okay. And now we will go through the problem statement. The textbook remains the major source of educational tools today in our educational institutions. Unfortunately, the textbook approach has many weaknesses to be used as sound educational tools. Most books on operating system are strong on theory and weak on practice. So many students new to the computer science field with very little hands-on or practical experience are left with distorted view of subject studying and knowing operating system concept theories such as deadlocks, file management systems, and so on. So, one way to combat the problem is to teach or present material is uh, sorry, the slide is stopped. The slide is
Kavita, please share the slide. It already stopped.
okay. Now we will go through the problem statement. Textbook remain the major source of educational tools today in our educational institutions. Unfortunately, the textbook approach has many weaknesses to be used as sound educational tools. Most books on operating system are strong on theory and weak on practice. So, many students new to the computing science field with very little hands-on or practical experience are left with distorted view of subject despite studying and knowing operating system concepts, theory such as deadlocks, file management system, and so on. So, one way to combat the problems is to teach or present material is by describing the constructions of an operating system from the bottom up, starting at the interface with the machine's hardware and ending at the interface with the user. By the end of materials or lessons, the system has been constructed it seems to propose the features demanded at the beginning. Attention to structures and logical dependence are the best means we have of building operating systems which are easy to understand, easy to maintain, and relatively error-free. Okay, next I will pass to Logi.
Okay, next is objective. The first is we would like to improve the interest of students to the science by using the interesting animation video. Next, we hope that the student can easily understand and obtain the knowledge of science without the textbook. Last, we want to let the student know about the importance of science which is help us to answer the great mysteries of the universe. Next, I pass to Puitra.
Next is about development model. So next slide, please. About this model. So the first page is the first page is about nodes, quiz, career list. When we start, the animation will move and then it will show the nodes, quiz, and career list. And then if we click nodes, it will go to chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, the down picture. So it has chapter 1 until chapter 5. When you press chapter 1, there will be next button and then also home button on top. So when you press the next button, it will go to the next. If you click the left side button, it will go to the previous slide. Next slide, please. Same goes to this. And then the grandfather animation will move for each slide, in each slide. That's it. Next slide, please. Next slide, please.
Description of multimedia elements used. We have 7 elements. First one is sound, text, animation, graphics, interactivity, photographs, and video. What is multimedia? Multimedia has a many different meanings to many different people. Definitely, it is more than just colorful pictures on the internet or on CD-ROM. Multimedia are all computer-based interactive online, offline media and communications products which contain at least three forms of representation, for example, text, pictures or sounds. It's the combination of several media. Whether they depend on the time, like animations, simulations, video sequences, or sounds, or not depend on time, like text, pictures, or graphics. And this combination tries to make the information understandable. The part of multimedia. There are 7 elements: text, graphics, photographs, sound, animation, video, and interactivity that can be included in a multimedia presentation. A true multimedia presentation combines all of these elements. The elements we use: sound. Sound is the best way to attract attention. Both simple sound effect and more complex sound like voice-overs, film commentary make a presentation more enjoyable for the viewer. Sound must be recorded and formatted so the computer can understand and use it in presentations. The second one is text. Traditionally, text has been used to convey vernacular messages. Text is an excellent way for delivering information, but can often be too slow and getting message across. If you only have 3 seconds to grab someone's attention, text is not going to get the job done. The next animation. Animation doesn't necessarily have to involve 3D graphics to be effective in multimedia presentation. Also, simple animations add enjoyment to the presentation and attract more than attention of the viewer. Definitely, they are more effective than static pictures. Animations are particularly useful to simulate real-world situations, such as the flight of a jet airplane. The next, graphics. Graphics can convey message instantly. For instance, compare a printed table of sales figure with the graphics of those same figures. You can see the trends immediately in the graphics. A picture can be 4,000 words if you use it properly to convey your message. Okay. Interactivity. Interactivity allows the viewers to navigate through a presentation in their own way and at their own pace tempo. The user can jump from topic to topic and skip areas of little interest. Online catalogs are an ideal example of using interactivity, especially touch screens make the interactivity perfect. The interaction of all parts only possible on the internet right now. Multimedia elements require a framework that encourages the user learn and interact with the information. Interactive elements include pop-up menus, small windows that appear on the computer screen with a list of commands of multimedia elements for the user to choose. Scroll bar, usually located on the side of the computer screen, enable the user to move the another portion of large document or picture. Photographs. For instance, you can write the pages to describe your product, but nothing can describe your product like a full color photograph. Full color photographs can also be used as a background for text or and graphics. The last one is video. In the past, video has been defined a multimedia. Video elements of multimedia, but at high scores. Video film can be quite large, so they are usually reduced in size using compression. Common video compression formats are audio video interleave, for example AVI, QuickTime, and motion pictures effects, groove, MPEG or MPEG2. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm going to explain about the design experience. Okay. Set this. Okay. So if you see the upper image, actually this is quiz for students. So once they learn about the subjects or topics, and also once they read the notes all, they need to test their ability whether they understand it properly. So one of the solution is, or one of the method to test their ability is, we can prepare quiz for them to check their understanding. So below the images below are career list. So some students after they study about anything or study about something subjects or topics, they don't know what are they studying and what are the purpose are they studying. So while showing the career list that regarding the topics they are studying, they can know that what they can be in the future regarding their studies. So here are some examples for the regarding studies, which is IT consultant, multimedia programmer. Next slide, please. So there is a button also. If you just click the button, it will show the other career list. So next slide, and you can also answer the previous slides. Yeah. They can be games developer too and cyber security consultant. So these are the some of the career lists that regarding the studies. And finally, there is motivational for students, and here they wrote character cannot be developed in peace and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. So this is one of the methods to boost the motivation or spirit of for students to study or develop themselves. So that's it for me.
So next is about cost planning. In cost planning, we have to include all the gadgets and the application that we use to create this animation. So the first one is we used laptop. As it is it's free of charge. And then we used Adobe Animate application to edit and create this animation. And then we used Adobe Photoshop to create some pictures without background. And then we used Google to search some pictures and also to get ideas for this animation. Next slide, please.
As we conclude, is an interesting story of child, teenager, adult to keep them entertained.
Logi,
Yes.
we cannot hear you.
As we conclude, it's an interesting story for child, teenager, adult to keep them entertained. Besides, we hope we can reach all objectives that we are start before. Culture is the related of animation by different means. Something are related by the physical appearance of chapter. Some are relative with the objective within the animation and even the language they speak. Relevance in computer animation can mean making each frame look photorealistic. One of the great challenge in computer animation is creating human character that look and move with the higher degree of realism.